This is for Year 12 methods. It's the Tech Masterclass. We're up to 26F. We've now changed to a cubic, and that cubic is a negative cubic, has a turning point or a stationary point of inflection at a half and a half. So its stationary point of inflection is on the line y equals x. So where w and the inverse, well, one of them is going to be at a half and a half. It will be at the same point. Okay, I'd like to try and find the equation of the inverse, and I'll do that on my calculator. So negative bracket 2x minus 1 to the power of 3 plus a half. Now, I'll comfortably work out what the inverse is, but I don't think it's going to comfortably give me exact answers, so we're going to have to do some manipulations. I'm going to set that equal to x, make that y, and solve for y. And it didn't do it. Okay. So I'm going to take all of that into a new line. Then I'm going to press Xe. Then I'm going to do my algebra. So I'm going to minus 0.5 from both sides. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. Then I'm going to raise both sides to 1 divided by 3. Then I'm going to plus 1 to both sides, and I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So there we go. There is the inverse. So I'm going to have a similar sort of issue when I try and set these equal to each other. Just while I'm here, let's see if there are 3 intersection points. And yes, they are 1, 2, 3, and of course this is going to find those intersection points in decimal form. There's my half and half, and there's the other one. Okay, so if I select this and go interactive advanced solve, I'm in standard. It doesn't work it out in algebra form, and the part of the problem is that I have a cubic root on one side and I have a cube on the other. So what I'd like to do is to strip it back again, so go execute, times both sides by 2, minus 1 from both sides. So notice I'm stripping everything from the left over. At this point I'm going to raise both sides to the power of 3. And now that we have it in this form, I wonder if now the answer can be solved. Solve for x. Yes, got there. Okay, so we've got my half, and I've got a half, and I've also got a half minus. So a half minus root 2 on 2, and a half plus root 2 on 2, and I then need to sub that into something, don't I? So I'll go up, oh, I should probably still have something there, shouldn't I? Paste, math 3 given, x equals a half minus root 2 on 4, I don't like that answer, so I'm going to click answer and go simplify. That's much better. So that is root 2 plus 2 on 4, and if I come back up here and put this as being a plus, I get 2 minus root 2 on 4. and there are my three intersection points.